Shalom Yisrael. The stuff was but giving no praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double on supposed GMS and honesty brothers that are doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. I just want to do this because I was meditating on it recently. I believe Elder Yashawamba did a vid similarly titled to the effect of Plantation Pride. Right, and here in would you call it, in London, you got the city of London, right, where you got all your city workers, your big bankers, guys are on crazy figures a year, and they live a certain lifestyle, they move a certain way, but they've got plantation pride, right? But in especially if you're in this truth, you ain't supposed to have no plantation pride, man. End of the day, you're a slave. The Lord has bestowed onto you, a means for you to get by. Right, but just as he gave it to you, he can take it away. So I'm just going to get into scriptures. Sirach 11:21 says, "Marvel not at the works of sinners," right? And to get really high up in this game, in Esau's game, in riches, etc., etc., etc. You gotta basically, do the works of sinners, man. You gotta sell your soul. It says, but trust in the Lord. Why'd you gotta trust in the Lord? Because hey, you might have a job today. The Lord will say you ain't got a job for the next 2 weeks, next 2 months, next 3 months, right? I remember it was Elder Thun basically saying, "Yo, man, just when you're thinking, damn shit, everything's gonna fall in its face, the Lord will bless you with something else." Right, bless you the better job, man. You might be thinking, damn shit, this bill's gonna come, rent's gonna come, I'm gonna be evicted, and the Lord's just gonna help you out, man. The Lord's gonna sort you out. Right, that's why he says trust in the Lord. This is an abide in our labor. Right, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. Right, and you also got to, look at that in the inverse. If it's easy in the sight of the Lord to make a poor man rich, and look what it says on the sudden. Right, it means just like that, the Lord can just make you rich. Right, just like that, he can make you poor, and you saw it in 2008. Right, I worked with a geezer. Right, he was, over there. He basically was around the Russians, that were living in in Cyprus when the financial collapse happened, and you had and basically they had the capital controls, and they basically took a whole lot of people's money away over there in Cyprus. A while back, they were saying them Russians that last night they just went wild, man. Because they were gonna lose their money the next day. So all of a sudden they became poor. Right, you also had the guys who jumping out of buildings. You all of a sudden just make a poor man rich. And the movie, the Big Short is a good one, because you see some guys are basically traders and all of that, and they're all happy, all pompous and cocky twats, right? And then the next thing you know, at the end of the film, they're in job queues trying to get a job like everyone else, man. Sort of like a job fair, I think it was. I watched the movie a while back. I don't really remember everything about it, right? It says 1 Samuel 2:7 says, "The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up." Right, so it's the Lord that makes someone rich and the Lord that makes someone poor. So here it is, being all proud, being all pompous, thinking, look at these poor people. That's something I hear the guys I work with say a lot. Be talking about people in a derogatory manner just because of what job they do. Your job isn't who you are. Your job is just something you do as a pastime, to put food on the table. Right, and the Lord can just take that away from you. Right, for instance, you get some sports stars, they'll be like, oh yeah, I made this much a week and all of that. Then they get, an injury, and then within 3 years, they're not making anywhere near that much. In 3 years, they're not even, might not even be playing football, might not even be doing anything. Right, or you get these musicians, these large personalities. All they need is a court case, and they're ruined. They're finished. Someone makes a claim that they said or did something, and then lo and behold, the case here. I won't even use it because but it's just Daniel 4:17 show you just how much the Lord can basically put a man on a level, right? It says Daniel 4:17 says this is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. Right now, Esau's been made rich. All of a sudden, he's got the fatness of the earth. He can do whatever he wants. Everyone looks to Esau, the so-called white man, for answers. You look at the UN, so it's in America, for fuck's sake. All of the places where decisions are made are decisions where these Edomites, so they are, the ones ruling this earth at the moment. Right, but then you read, what was it, Ecclesiastes, in Ecclesiastes it talks about, I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And we're the princes. That's what Yasha'Allah means to Israel. Yasha'Allah, he Prince Power. He's the Prince of God. Well, that's Israel's right state, but we're at the bottom. But we've been made poor. And that's obviously in a more grand scale. So if it can happen like that to the apple of the Lord's eye, then how much more an individual man? So you get all these people talking, getting all proud about what they do, what they don't do, not knowing that all these things will be dissolved. Alright, let's see what this is Proverbs 30:8. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches. Alright, so you shouldn't be needing riches, because to get riches, man, you gotta do some slave labor, man. Like I came across, this chick over the weekend. She was telling me what she does. She works at PwC. It says Price Waterhouse Coopers. Right, she doesn't get paid this, but the company charges £600 an hour, and she's getting a cut of that. Fairly sizable chunk, I'm assuming. But even if it's £100 an hour, that's still a lot of fucking money. But then she's also telling me about how she's got to work from sometimes she'll work. She'll get to work at 7 a.m. in the morning, and then won't finish work until midnight. Right, now was just a pure, I ain't around them circles. That's what you think, I was going on a walk, started the conversation. I was like, damn, that's, and she's getting lots of money, but she ain't got time to do anything. Now imagine being in this truth, having to put those kinds of shifts, man. You'll never be doing the work, man. You'll always be tired, never having time to study, never having time to, push videos, this, that, and the other. Right, this is Matthew 6:11. This says, give us this day our daily bread. And this is the prayer that Yahushua gave the disciples. Right, and basically saying, when you pray to the Lord, you ain't supposed to be praying about riches. Oh Lord, give me this Bentley. Give me, let me have a mansion, this, that, and the other. That's all for the kingdom, man. Not saying Bentley's in the kingdom. But all of those niceties, all of those riches, that's all for the kingdom. That's going to be bestowed unto us. Anyway, that's our right as kings on earth. Right, but in this side, you just got to pay for your daily bread. Why? Because, you end up getting too comfortable in this thing. Right, and getting all of those riches. Like, I gave the example of that individual that I met. Right? Just being, just like, I lost my train of thought, but I think you get the point that I make. Is 1 John 2:15 says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. And that's why most people want to be rich, because they love the world. Like I said, they want to get the Bentley and the Rolls and the mansion. They want to be on private jets and super yachts. That's what they want to do. They want to live that life. Right, it says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So you can't be loving the world. What the scripture says, no man can serve two masters. If we love the one, so if you love this world, you can't love the Lord, man. Because the Lord says this world is wicked and is going to be destroyed. So then you got a conflict. Right, which is why, in this thing of ours, the Lord will put you through things where you just say, fuck this shit, I hate this thing, man. I hate this place. Right, and this is 2 Peter 3:10. I'll read verse 11 as well. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" Right, so this is basically saying, look, the nukes are gonna come, and they're gonna be dropped, and they're gonna burn the elements with fervent heat. Right? New York City is gonna be burnt up. Hollywood's gonna be burnt up. The whole world, whole of America is gonna be burnt up. Right? It's gonna be dissolved. So knowing this, what person are you supposed to be? You can't be wanting to, to get lots of riches, knowing that this place is going to be destroyed, because that means that's just vanity. Which is why it's also a good thing. Scriptures say in Isaiah 33:6, knowledge and wisdom is the stability of that times, because you'll be hearing people talking, putting savings away, or basically thinking that they're being wise and putting money. As in, not saying you can't save, but I'm saying like, them ISIS, 10-year ISIS, 20-year ISIS for the kids, and the kids ain't born yet. For the kids are maybe 2, 3 years old, so that they can't take them out for another 15 years. But they think they're doing a good thing, but we know that's vanity. We know that, we ain't gonna get there. Lord will. You see the prophecies, coming to pass. You see the tension over there in the Middle East. You see Russia and America locking horns. You see the chip being pushed. So you then mark that up against the precepts, and the precept says, yo man, when the chips the last thing we're waiting for. When that chip becomes mandatory, you know what time it is, man. But with that, like I said, I just wanted to touch on that real quick, because it's, like I said, living in the city of London, being around these pompous Edomites, especially because London's becoming very expensive now, man. Brothers, Lord made it such where brothers live around, in and around, these what do you call it, these pompous twats. And do you know what, it helps perfect your hatred for them, because you see the way they move, you see their pride. But it also brings you joy, because you know that the Lord is going to wipe that smirk off their face. Right? So, Lord's will that you've been edified. I'm going to say, Shalom.